Alarm! Ah, what do I do? Push the button, open the door! Open the door! I can't make it stop. Oh my God, everybody, I have lost slightly more faith in humanity today. This thing right here is a Ford something kind of transport van. It's a people hauler. Transit. I think they call it a transit. Anyway, what I have to do here is install a device. This particular little people hauler right here is owned by like a daycare company, something like that. Basically, I have this device here, which is a buzzer. It's an alarm. The thing goes under the dash. It's wired to the ignition system, and out back there are little buttons I'm supposed to install. And basically what this device is going to do is every time you shut it off, the alarm is going to go off, and that alarm will stay going off until you reach around and hit the buttons. Now the instructions say I have to place these buttons outside of the driver's reach, which means the driver will actually have to open up a door and then hit the button. The purpose of this device is to remind the driver of the vehicle that there are children in the back seat. Like, I thought that the backup cameras and the mirrors that pointed down when you went in reverse were bad enough, because those taught us to not look behind us when we back up. And then I thought the lane departure systems were bad enough, because those taught us to not pay attention to where we're going. And then I thought that the auto braking systems were bad enough, because those taught us that the car will brake for us when we're going to run into somebody. It just saddens me, I guess, that this is how far we have fallen as a society. Woe is me. So now that all my complaining and whining is out of the way, let's get this thing into the shop and install this device. All right, let's open up this critical safety device. See what we've got going on here. We have a buzzer module. I'm assuming this gets zip tied under the dash. And we have the wiring harness here. Let's see what this thing does. Okay, we've got the integration harness. This connects to this device, and that probably goes to power, ignition, and there's a couple other things. I'll actually have to read the instructions. These are the reset buttons. And I'm supposed to wire these things out of the reach of the driver. And I guess what these things do is once you shut this thing down, you're supposed to get out because the buzzer goes off, open a door, reach up, push the button, and then the buzzer will stop going off. So without any further introduction on the matter, time to get the system installed. And I believe I'll start with the hardest part, which is going to be these little buttons here. Basically I have to drill a hole in the paneling and then run the wire down and over and somehow make it all the way over here to the dash area where I can wire in this integration harness and then secure this alarm buzzing thing right here. This should be interesting. Okay, I'm reviewing the instruction manual. Attention, there are 3 points to the integrity of this installation. Proper connection of the blue wire. That actually goes to the rear door switch, okay? Proper placement of the buttons. Again, I mentioned you have to keep those out of the reach from the driver area. And it says do not install a separate cutoff switch, meaning that would be an interrupt switch that shuts the system down. And look at here, doing so may place lives in danger. So if I turn this thing off, people's lives will be in danger. Okay, we've got a schematic here basically saying to find the rear door switch, integrate this blue wire that's part of this harness, I think. No, those are just black and red. Where's the blue wire? Oh. Interesting, okay. Yeah, here's the pictures that say where not to place the switch. Don't do it where the driver can reach it, make it far away. Alrighty then. Okay, I've taken these little wiring harnesses that they gave me and installed them onto the module. And I've got a legend here that tells me where to wire each one of these. So what I think I'm going to do, since I've only got about 10-12 inches of actual wire, is I'm going to go underneath the driver's kick panel and see if I can't find the body control module. I hope it's down here, and maybe I can just wire this right into where the BCM is, so I don't have to splice and add extra lengths of wire to this little device right here. Okay, I started pulling some of the paneling down under this dash. There are some ECUs back here and a fuse box, so I think I have everything I need under the dash, but it's time to bust out some tools and get this last big panel off. Time to bust out the right size tools. Be right back. Okay, let's try 7 mil. Yay! Now this thing should just come off as one big piece, I hope. Well, no. Maybe there's more fasteners that I can't see. Oh yeah, there's some over here. There's one over there. I'm a little ahead of myself. Okay, a couple clips came unclipped. Aha! There's that piece. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Oh, I found more fasteners up here. Okay, now I'm getting somewhere. I think, I hope. Come out. Got it. Okay, there's another layer here. A couple more screws and this thing should come out. Then I might have access to the internals. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm doing some more dash panel removal. I have to get this doghouse thing out because there's one more bolt behind this panel that I can't get because this panel is in the way. So I've got to keep pulling the bottom of this dash off just to get this last little panel out. It feels pretty loose-ish. I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go. A couple tugs. And there are a couple more wires here. One's for an audio output or an audio input or something, and then the next one I think is for this 12-volt outlet. But you know, I'm not even going to disconnect those because now I have access to that one last little fastener right there. Oh, but I don't have space to reach it. There we go. So it's screwed in and there's some clips or something. Come on. Yeah, this is slightly overkill. There's a pressed in clip right here. There it is. There it goes. Yeah, it's this little guy right there with the metal tabs on it. Okay, all obstructions are out of the way-ish for now. Stop that ding ding. Okay, so I have ordered some add-a-fuse adapters for that fuse box over there. That way I don't have to cut into and splice into those wires. But I will cross that bridge when those things show up, and I'll kind of show you guys how they work. In the meantime, I have to get this little switch right here wired up. Now, I'm thinking I'm gonna put this switch like right here somewhere on this panel. I can't put it all the way back here, so it's not going to go back here. This is soft and I'm not going to put it up here, so I'm thinking maybe here or somewhere around here. I guess I'll determine that once I take this panel off. Now I believe this thing is just kind of clipped in. I don't see any place for a fastener, so I'm just going to give it some tugs until it comes off. Yeah, there's just clips in there that hold that on. So I think I will drill this maybe right here. That looks like a good spot. It'll end up placing the switch right here in this location. I think I'll drill it from the inside out. That way I know exactly where it's going to go. Yep, that looks good. Okay, here's the first two wires for that little switch. That hole was not big enough. Let's try again. Okay, so I just went and looked at the instructions, and I'm silly. I needed a 5/8 drill bit, and I grabbed a 5/16, which is half the size. And it gets even better. My drill bit set does not have a 5/8 drill bit. It does not exist here, so I'm just gonna get the next closest one. Okay, so my closest size to a 5/8 is a 1/2 inch. And I realized that 1/2 inch is not large enough. High speed. Screwing this all up. But if I just wiggle it around some, it'll wallow out the hole. There, now it's 5/8-ish. Close, but no cigar. It still is not big enough. I think it's gonna work. Yes. Okay, that's our little button, and then I just need to route this wire under this panel and then across the floor over to the driver's side, and then to the steering column, where I have to wire this into that little green box thing. See what I can do about getting this panel off. I see the clips in there. What I need here is the proper application of leverage. Okay. That's going to give me enough space to run this wire under this panel. I think. Screw it. I'll just take it off all the way. Yes, I want to run it under here. Okay, I've been fiddling with this for a while, but I think the wire, yeah, there it is, finally. I got the wire underneath of this panel. Oh, but I can't get it with my fingy. Maybe if I try 2 fingers. Okay, got it. This is working. This is a super tight squeeze. Okay. And the wire is not pinched. This is good. Okay, so now we just gotta run the rest of this red wire under this panel and then forward up to the little junction block thing under the dash. Okay, and then from here, we're behind the driver's seat now. I'm gonna run it under this little piece of trim as best I can to the front of the seat, and then through that side trim, and then up the pillar, and then into the box. And I should find myself about 6 inches short of wire when I get there. Okay, I got it from the front of the seat now. And I think that's all I got to work with. Okay. Oh, let me reach over and see, that's too much. Need to back this off ever so slightly. That way it fits under the paneling and whatnot. Let's tuck that guy down under there. Oh, almost. Fail. Come on, go in there. Stay hidden, please. A little too far. Pulled it through too far. Let's tuck that under there. Okay, we're good here. Go in there, clip the clips. One more. Good. Okay, back around at the driver's side, and I got that switch wire pulled through, and I was wrong. I'm about 24 inches short, but that's okay because I don't have to utilize this second switch right here. So I will just extend this switch wire with this switch wire, and then we should be good. I will route this back under here and then underneath of the carpet. Yeah, right through here under the carpet, and then up into the fuse block area. Alrighty, I'm gonna do a real quick solder job just to tie these two wires together. This is gonna be solder and heat shrink. I understand this is a crimp tie level of a system, or a Scotch lock level of a system, but I'd rather not use bulky, crappy wire connectors. So I will just throw this together with some solder. Besides, I suck at soldering, so I figure the practice would be beneficial to me. What I've done here is just loop these two wires around themselves. It's like a loop followed by another loop, and then twist up the remainder. And that should be good. Yeah, I moved the cam a little closer. Hope you guys can see better. There we go, burning nice like. Connected. No, I'm not breaking out the heat gun just for this. My grill lighter will do just fine. Flip. right, good to go. These are tight. Okay. Now, if I can get under the panel, tuck that wire down under so it's hidden. That works. And then I can tuck it under this carpet here. Good, 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 good. All right, now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the add a fuse kit or whatever, or add a circuit. Basically what this thing is a pinout that houses two fuses, one for the original circuit that you tapped into in the box, then the second fuse is for whatever accessory you're hooking up. And I have elected to use add a fuses rather than cutting and splicing into the factory wires. Okay, the soldering iron is heating back up, and I'm not going to use these crimp connectors, so those get to go. Okay, I'll do a loop, and then another loop. It'll hook the loops. Ooh, it's getting hot. Hot to touch. Burns. It's good.
Injector?
Yep. It won't be here until tomorrow. That's what I hear.
You told the guy that it was one detector. That's what I heard.
I don't remember ever saying that to anybody. A little bit of heat. No, I'm not hurting anything by using flame. I understand that the correct way is a heat gun. Okay, let's do a recap real quick. We've got the two 12-volt power wires that are ready. I have a ground wire that is not ready. And the next one on my list is going to be for the right side door. Yeah, left rear, right rear, I don't know. We're gonna go right rear door trigger. It's the blue or the violet, but there are special instructions for these Fords. And it tells me that the blue and the violet, regarding the door switch, I'm just going to use the blue, not the violet. And this is for older cars, so I'm going to omit this. So all I have to do is splice the blue wire in to the door open ajar circuit for the rear door. And I've already gone ahead and pulled the schematic up. I found this is the connector in question. I believe it's C2880C, and it is pin 51, which is a yellow wire. I've pulled the cap off of this already. That white and purple tracer wire is 54, counting down 53, 52, and 51. So this particular yellow wire right here is my circuit 51, which I need to splice this purple wire, I believe, into circuit 51 right there. So I'm basically going to cut into this wire and then do a three-way solder job using this purple circuit right here on this little module thing. Okay, so I'd like to do this as minimally as invasive as possible. I don't know if I said that right, but I don't want to cause much destruction to the factory harness here. Okay, there is my yellow. Let's pull back some more tape without cutting any wires. Let's get in there. Okay, I'm gonna make the cut and splice right about here in the center. I think I've got enough space to work with. Here we go. Now, because I'm effectively going to be shortening this yellow wire, I'm going to add a bit of wire to it to extend it so this wire isn't under tension while it's while everything is plugged in, because that would be bad. I'll throw a little bit of solder on there just to make this a singular piece. Good. I'm replacing the zip tie that I cut off. And now I can replace the clamp mechanism that secures this connector to the BCM. And this guy just snaps into place, like so. Okay, let's move in a little closer. We're starting to run out of space here. The yellow is, the blue wire for the control unit is now tapped into the yellow wire circuit, which has been extended. And I'm just gonna go ahead and solidify the deal right now. And then we can move on to the horn circuit. And I think once the horn circuit's done, that should be all of the wires that I need to splice. Come on, burn. There it goes. Go, go, go. Go, baby, go. That's a mess, but it'll do. And that heat shrink should be good enough to keep those yellow and blue wires from trying to pull apart from each other. There we go. Nice and sealed. This is good. Okay, so I did not shoot myself in the foot with the horn circuit. That is connector C2280D, which is the blue connector. I just looked that up. And I believe it's pin 17, which should be the middle one, or the second one over right here. I'll have to go recheck that. But it is a blue wire with a white tracer. And I might make this easy on myself and just tap the blue and white tracer wire, which is this one here. Yeah, that's a blue with a red. That's a white and a blue, and this one is a solid blue. Blue with a white. Oh, wait. Yeah, blue and white tracer and blue and white. Okay, there's two blue and white tracers, so I am gonna have to take this apart to inspect which one it is. All right, we gotta back up a little bit here so I have some working space. And one more clip. There it goes. Okay, blue and white tracer, pin 17. Let's see what I've got here. I believe it is this one right here. That's labeled pin 18. This is 17, so 17 following it out. This wire here is my signal gravity flashlight. Signal wire from the horn switch. This is the one I need to tap into right there. Maybe I can get away without extending it and cutting it, and I can just strip away the insulation, solder a new wire to the existing wire, and then re-insulate it. I'm gonna try that. If it doesn't work, then I've only wasted some time. this might work. We'll see. Alrighty, so I think I've got enough wire stripped here where I could wrap another one around it, solder it, and then use some tape to insulate it. According to the instructions, the other wire is the green one. So I'm gonna try to do this. This may be a failure, it might work. Either way, I'm gonna try it. I think it's going. This is gonna work. Yeah, look at that. How about that? Is this gonna work? I think this is gonna work. This is actually gonna work. Cool. I'm excited. Yep, that's solid. We're good. Okay, so what I've done is taken a piece of tape and cut it down the middle to make two thin pieces of tape. And that will be easier to wrap around this wire. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. Cool. Okay, let's put these connectors back on. Wherever they go, way up there. I can barely see it. Okay, that's one. This one goes right here. And I'm just gonna start this vehicle before I connect this module or anything, just to do a function check. To make sure everything is still working as designed. Starting the engine. All right. Okay, the horn still works. Okay, I just went and opened up the right rear door, and the door jar message has displayed, so everything is still working like it should be. Okay, for my constant 12-volt supply, I'm going to use this empty slot right here. All right. There's some ground wires attached to the steering column right up here. I can definitely use one of those. Yes, this is going to work perfectly, as if I engineered it to do so. Okay, come on. Oh, don't fall out. No, no, no. Okay. Send it. Beautiful. All right, ground wires are done. I think the only thing that's left are the two wires from that door switch that I needed to hook up to the other harness that goes in the little green box thing. Okay, so I skipped ahead and did not record it, but I spliced the two gray wires from the controller box into the red and black wires that run down and over to that little door button over there. All right, let's plug this thing in and watch the magic happen. Hey, the lights lit up. So it's doing something. I'll find a place to mount this or stash it or do something with it. Probably zip tie it to a wiring harness. Figure out how to clean up all the rest of these wires too. This is kind of ugly. Okay, what changed? We got some rapid flashing. bet it's gonna start setting off the alarm soon. So, I'll open the door. Okay, door closed. So it thinks I got in and out, but I didn't push the little button. Okay, that's on. Okay, it appears to be working. Let's see if I open the door. Do a door open, we get a green light, and a door closed. That's the alarm telling me I have to push the button. Which I'm not gonna do. So now it's slow flashing green, so it's waiting for ignition, which I'm not going to give it. I want to see if it actually triggers the alarm.
You haven't fun yet.
No, I'm not. I'm having a bad day.
I got 2 more of these to do.
I hate you. I quit. I quit. I'm not. I'm just not. Alarm! Ah, what do I do? Push the button. Open the door. Open the door. I can't make it stop. All right, push the button again so it doesn't do that again. All right, now you can close the door. Sweet, it works. We fixed it. Yay! All right, everybody, now that we know that this thing's working, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I still got a bunch of little knickknackies to put back together, but in the interest of time and not generating additional boredom through this process, I'm not gonna record any of that stuff. So, that being said, I'd like to thank all you guys for watching this video. Before you go, please do me a solid and reach down and tap that thumbs up button. That button is what lets me and YouTube know that I've done a good job here. And if YouTube thinks that I've done a good job here, it's far more likely to recommend my content to other potential viewers. And that's good for me, and that's especially good for them. Having said all of that, the only thing left for me to do, other than pick up my tools and put this dash back together, is to not forget to remind you guys to not forget to have yourselves a great day. So, everybody, don't forget, have a great day. See you later. Alrighty, the dash and everything is all put back together and in nice working order. I am done with this. I'm just gonna pull it in some because it's staying the night tonight. I'm here late. I've got most of my goodies cleaned up out of here, except for the box and the directions for this little unit and a couple of my flashlights. But I'm good to go. This thing's good to go. We're all set. You guys, thanks for watching one more time. Don't forget, have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Forward, powering down. Pew.